We are recording. And take 2, starting on our back and taking gravity out of the equation. So as you came to rest on your back, checking in. What is talking to you? Maybe there's a little chattiness in your low back, for which case often bend up the knees is a really good place to start, because then we just take the psoas right out of the equation. Also notice if the chin pulls away from the chest, as if the gaze is pulled more back, and if the shoulders are pulling away from the floor, so they like to pull to the sky. So that tells us a little bit about tension in the neck and upper back, in which case it may be beneficial to slide a blanket under your head. And not too much. You don't want to jam the neck towards your chest. You want it so that your chin is parallel to the ground. Your gaze is going to be straight up. So we're trying to create as neutral of a posture as we can, teaching the body, helping the body release the tension that gets lodged in our bodies. Let's place our hands on our lower belly. And we'll begin to settle into the breath, our most important change agent. It is a connection between the mind and the body, according to the yoga philosophy. And from my decades of practicing, I agree. When my body is uncomfortable, tight, tense, it can be either due to pain physically, but it can also be from stress, worry, and anxiety. But it creates the same thing in the body. When I change my breath, I can both create a little bit more ease in my physical body, and I can help my emotional body calm down. Simply by relaxing my breath, deepening my breath, and focusing on the out-breath. As you breathe in and out, notice, does the belly expand on the in-breath? You feel a soft rise on the in-breath, and then a little valley on the out-breath. Let it be easy. All of the work we do in somatics, let it be easy. There's gentle effort, but no strain. Now as you breathe in and out, and feeling the gentle rise on the belly into your hands, can you also sense the breath moving into your low back? A little bit in the sides. And then let's take our arms out to Cactus Arms. And if this is uncomfortable for your body, if the forearms are not coming to the floor, straighten your elbows out so that your entire arm does rest on the floor. So the knees are just bent up for the sake of the low back. And we'll begin to move into the arch and flatten. So let's ponder the arch first. Inhaling, contracting the muscles on the low back, rolling towards the tailbone. And then slowly relax this contraction. So we are making it a conscious movement. Take a breath in and out. And let's contract again, arch. Now change the way you arch. Maybe a little less. Releasing back. Buffer breath. And one more time. Arch. Muscles contract. And relax. Let's take a breath in and out. And then a breath in for nothing. And now exhale. Hollow out the belly, so flattening, but hollow out is the agent. And then we relax. Back to neutral. Take a full breath in and out. Another breath in for nothing. And exhale, hollow out the belly and flatten the back. And releasing. Back to neutral. One more time, full breath in and out. Breath in for nothing. And flatten again. Drawing up from the pubic bone to the belly button. Get as skinny as you can and releasing out. If we flatten without hollowing out the belly, we don't get the main muscle, the corset muscle, abdominis transversus. Literally corset. Let's inhale and arch the back. Now we'll combine these two. Exhale to neutral. Breath in for nothing. And exhale, flatten, hollowing out. So the lower ribs will flare out a little bit. And releasing back to neutral. Let's take a breath in and out. A little interlude. And repeating, I invite you to close your eyes so you can focus on the sensations of the movement, the contraction of the muscles, and the release, and then contracting the other side. Releasing those. And then resting. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, arch. And notice as you arch, does your chin draw down towards the chest? As you exhale and relax back to neutral. Is your head back at neutral? Breath in for nothing and exhale, flattening. What effect does that have on the neck? Does it pull back a little bit up to or towards the ceiling? And exhale, relax. So when we move the sacrum, when we move the pelvis, it connects to the head, so it should move along with it. Now let's slide the legs out long. Pause. Slide the right arm up, stretch the hands, stretch the fingers, and then relax. Let's do that again. Reach the right arm back, stretch the hands, stretch the fingers, and relax. One more time, reach the right arm back. Begin to take your right ribs back with you. So as you reach the arm back, the ribs are going, and the head may be rolling a little bit to the left now. It may also be rolling to the right. So don't try to control the head, just let it roll as it wants to. Reaching back as you inhale. Relax on the out breath. Reach and relax. I want the ribs to open a little bit here and expand. Let's do that one more time. Reach. Relax. We'll incorporate the leg, the right leg. So let's press up through the right heel first. That's a little calf. And then relax. Let's do that again. Press up through the heel. Take the hip with you and relax. Repeating. Press up through the heel, but the hip slides down too. And relax. And we'll add the arm back in so that the heel and the hand are moving away from each other. And we'll relax back. Reach. Relax. So there is again, gentle effort. It's easy. It's not hard. You want mobility to be easy so that we can move our body parts without having to force or grunt or push, because it's hard. It's not hard. But if we have these deep-seated tension that have it layered on, it becomes more and more challenging to move. And then let's let that go. Slide the arms down and just pause. Breathing in and out. Notice the breath. The right side of your body. And the left side. If you drew an outline of your body, would it look the same on the right and the left side? So let's do it on the left side now. So we'll take the arms up again. And then we started just with the arms sliding. Can you see me, Takashi? Sliding up. We're just reaching out through the fingertips. Stretching the fingers. Just the arm first. I'm not even adding the ribs yet. I'm just reaching the arm back. So the elbows straighten, the fingers straighten, and back. And then we begin to invite the ribs to come along with it. And release. Again, I encourage you to, if you feel safe, close your eyes. And the interoception. What does it feel like on the inside to move? And if you feel pain or discomfort, backing off. That's our body communicating, saying, you know, I don't like that movement today. Relaxing as you move, reaching. Ribs are sliding back with the hand. Super easy. Then we'll let that take a little pause as we add the leg. Now just the heel, left heel presses out so we get a little bit of the calf. And then begin to take the hip down with you. Hip slides down with the foot. So the leg is going, and we'll add the arm back in. Press out through the heel, press out through the hand, so the whole left side lengthens. Inhale. Hips and ribs moves away from each other. And then we'll relax. We're reclaiming our full spaciousness. The left side reaching, elongating. Head just rolls. Notice, and does the left side feel like the right? Then after the next one, just letting that go. Slide the arms down, pause. It can be really challenging to not move into pain. I had that discussion with a private client today. He said, "What do you mean I should move without pain?" And I said, "You should move without pain." He said, "Well, then I don't move." I said, "Well, what does that mean?" We can become so accustomed to moving with pain. Let's slide the heels of the knees up again, so bending the knees. So in this practice, allow yourself the luxury of breath, movement, and stillness in the way that supports your wellness. Hands under the head. And let's inhale and arch. So we know this. Exhale, flatten, draw the elbows in. Let's curl up. And then releasing the head down. Relift the elbows a wee bit. And then I'm going to count to 12 as we lower the elbows down. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, still hovering, and 1. Let everything cool. Breath in and out. And then we repeat, arch. Exhale, flatten, draw the elbows in, and then contract the front seam. So that is what lifts the head. Draw the sternum towards the belly button. And then slowly lengthen out the seam, but keep the low back down as best as you can. Relift the elbows, shoulders. And now let's spread the wings again. Counting down, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Were you contracting other muscles to help with the arms? Now let's do just one, well, okay, 2 diagonal, because we have to have a little bit of rotation. With the knees bent up, let's take the right knee in. Knees are bent up, we take the right knee in. So left foot is standing up on the floor, so left knee is bent as well. And then inhale, arch, and exhale, flattening, left elbow, right knee, and inhale, unwinding. Inhale, arch, exhale, flatten, and curling up diagonal. Left elbow, right knee, unwinding all the way back down. One more time. Arching, flattening, and diagonal. Crossing over and down. Let's release the right knee, place the foot on the mat, switch the arms out. And inhale, arch. Exhale, flatten, curling up diagonally. Unwinding back to center. Arch. Exhale, flatten, up you come. So hold your knee in with your hand. You're holding your left knee with your left hand. Rewinding back to center. So this is one of the movements that's really good to help with the external and the internal obliques release. Let's do it one more time, arching and flattening. So our side seam coming across, back to neutral. Release the left leg down, releasing it all. Straighten the legs out. Breathe. The shoulders may be laying a little flatter now than when we started. Now bending the knees up again. Taking the arms out to the sides, straight out to the side, palms facing up. Flattening the back a little bit so the lumbar spine is anchored, but not rigidly. We're going to lift the arms up slowly. I'm going to count to 15 or down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Did your palms come together without you looking? I know that was a little, I didn't say we're not looking, but again, interoception and I can't even say it. Will come to me. Now let's clasp the elbows. So this is sometimes called the typewriter. So clasping the elbows. And you're going to draw the elbows to the right and the gaze to the left. Back to center. Go to the left. Gaze to the right. I'm just going to go back and forth. See, it makes sense. It's called the typewriter, right? Nose opposite of the elbows. Opposite of elbows. Helping with the tension that can accumulate on the back of the deltoid, so the posterior deltoid. And then, of course, all those pesky neck muscles. So moving just easy peasy from side to side. And then when you come up to center, we're going to steeple the arms again. Palms together. Now this time we're going to cross the right leg over the left. Right leg crosses over the left. Your knees are going to go to the right, but the arms and nose are going to the left. You're not going to travel very far. Palms stay together. Helping on stick, cross the rib cage. Knees go right, hands go left. Easy peasy. Notice if the palms are slitty slidey. All right. Next time you come up, switch the cross of the legs. And legs left, arms right. Keeping the fingers lifted up. So if you were in yoga last week, you heard me say protract, protract, protract a lot. So this is the protracted shoulder joint. But taking care that you are not sliding the palms. Nose and hands travel together. Remember, no strain. How easy can you make this? And then as you come up to center, you're going to uncross the legs, reaching the fingertips to the sky, so we're steepling. And then I'm going to count them down. 15, 14. So with your eyes closed, can you hit the floor when I say 0? 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and letting it go. Apologies. I don't know why my computer suddenly decided it was going to link to my phone. I hate when that happens. But we are down Proprioception. There it was. Proprioception. Noni, can you hear me? See me? It's all okay. Now let's interlace the hands behind the head again. And then we'll hook the right leg across the left once more. Can you see me?
And did you turn the volume way down?
No, I did not. Can you not hear me now?
Well, not real great, but.
Okay, let me turn, that's weird. Okay, let me turn it. I'll turn it up and see if,
Is anybody else having that problem?
is that, is it better now? Hello?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Good, because I see Noni, I see Robin, I see Takashi. Everybody's looking at the screen. Roberta.
You need to turn your volume back up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when I click on my volume button, it says it's full on up. So that's what's weird.
It went weird after that phone call.
Call came in. So now it's shown as muted. So and you just hear me muffled but not great is what you're saying.
Oh, you're not muffled. You're just very, very far away.
I'm very, very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me look.
Uncharacteristically so.
Make sure that your phone is not still on.
Yeah, I wonder if it's got something to do with it.
Yeah, my phone is in the kitchen. What I am going to do now, I'm going to turn you on my iPad and see if that will get you a better sound. And let's see here. So because if you can hear me there, you can hear me everywhere. At least that's going to be my story. Because now I'm going to.
And where are you?
I'm right here.
Oh, there you are.
But now. Now I should be just.
And now there's a bunch of feedback. I don't. You're louder, but.
I'm really annoying. Okay, I'm going to shut that off again. All right, now there's only one of me. And you still can't hear me.
Not great.
Not great. Okay, so
Not like we could.
right. So what I'm going to log off, but I'm going to log back. I think we have to just log off and log back in again. That's the only thing I know how to do. Because my volume is showing all bars are turned on my volume.
Oh, now
we
you're
can hear
good.
you.
Yeah.
It was the threat of turning everything off that
It didn't want to be canceled.
oh. So that said, let's continue on.
Everything's good now.
So now we lost Noni. We'll see if we can get her.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I think she walked away. I could see her screen, but not her for a minute there.
Well, I think I lost a whole box. Oh, now we got two Robins. Robin is back. You just never know what's going to happen around here.
Did anybody log off when you said you were going to log off? Maybe that was it.
Maybe. Well, okay, Robin, we got you back on. I hope Noni will come back on. I do have a new internet provider, so we have had no buffering today. Have you noticed?
Yes, that's excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, it has been good.
See, I'm here to serve the best I know how, but my technology skills are.
Okay, I'm muting myself again.
Me
All
too.
right. We back on. Cross your right leg over the left interlace the hands under the head. And now we're gonna slide. So you're gonna slide your right elbow towards the right hip and then come back up. Slide the right elbow towards the hip and let your head turn and look up towards the left elbow. Don't lift the hands, you're sliding. You don't want to lift the neck. Easy slide. Back and forth. And then let your knees dip down to the right side too, like a little polywog. Dipping and back. Dipping the knees to the right, slide the right arm down to the right, and we come back up. Back and forth. So you're doing a little side bend in the upper back, getting a little hip stretch. We'll do it one more time. When you come up to center, uncross the legs, switch left leg on top. And we just started with the head slide. So sliding your left elbow towards the left hip. Left elbow, left hip. Back and forth. Let your head turn, so rolling along. Just do what's easy, not hard. And then if it feels okay, begin to dip the knees to the left and back up. Dipping the knees, back up. So there's a little arch as you dip down. And exhale, there's a little flattening. Moving at a pace that's easy. Not too fast, not too slow. And the next time you come up to center, uncross the legs, slide the legs out, relax the arms. Breathe. What did this do? How is the breath in the lower abdomen? How is the breath in the upper abdomen or chest? How much of your body is resting on the floor? And then we'll bend up the knees. We're going to roll over onto the right side. And as you come to the right side, you may want to support your head on a blanket, on your arm. Be comfortable. You don't want your head to hang. And have your torso straight. We draw the knees up as if you were sitting in a chair, but make it in an easy way. Again, not rigid. We just want access to our left arm. So let your left arm rest alongside. And then moving from the shoulder blade, move your left shoulder blade towards the spine. So let the whole arm just roll out and back. Rolling the arms, draw the shoulder blade towards the spine. And we're releasing back. Sensing the shoulder blade moving closer to the spine, the left shoulder blade. And then maybe explore drawing the shoulder blade down towards the hip, both in and down. How does that feel? Initiating from the shoulder, the arm just follows along. So this way we get into where the rotator cuff tendons, these four muscle that surrounds the shoulder blade. Now let's go in the opposite direction. Roll the shoulder in towards the sternum and back. So now my whole arm rolls with it. Shoulder rolls in and back. Rolling in. Again, make it easy. So easy. Draw the shoulder, so draw the shoulder down a little bit. Change the direction. Change the angle that you're moving by. What muscle fibers are changing? Maybe go up a little bit. Not shrugging, just more rolling it upwards towards the collarbone. And then let that go. And slide the arm down towards the hip. Pull the hip up a little bit. And then let that go. Slide the arm down, pull the hip up, and let that go. Do that again. Explore this movement. Where are there restrictions? And is it painful? And if so, can you move in a way that is not painful? All right, we saved the best for last. The upper traps and the scalene. So draw the shoulder up towards the ear. Relax that down. And if it's available, as you draw the shoulder up, lift the head, lift your ear towards the shoulder. Lower down. But if you are having a neck day, then contract but don't lift. Shoulder towards ear, the head may lift a wee bit, and then let it go. Now turning the chin towards the sky as you lift up. Let it go. So change the direction of your neck. Draw the back of the head toward the shoulder. That way we help to isolate the scalenes, the pesky scalenes. But make it easy. Do one more. can relax the head, relax the shoulder. And then we'll integrate all these movements, but without the head lift. So starting, we're going to do the arm roll with it, drawing a big circle back. Arm rolls back, maybe you arch it back a little bit. As you come forward, roll the shoulder around. And with the eyes closed, it may be easier to feel if there are some of those bumps and jitters in the movements. Bumps and jitters. And if there is, you can stay there and even it out a little bit. Just hang out in that little quadrant or that little part to help facilitate easy movement. So last week we did the other shoulder movement. This way we're moving a little bit different. Same difference. Now from here, let's just, without a lot of fuss, let's roll over onto the back. And pause. Notice your left shoulder. Notice your right shoulder. Notice the left side of your neck. What's different and what's the same? So the sensory nerves, they can get a little dull if we ignore them because there is pain. Let's come to the other side. And resting in an easy way, you're up on your left side. And then we started is rolling the right arm back and forward. Rolling it back, exploring the different movements available here. Shoulder blade moves towards the spine. Palm comes to face up. Ideally, all arm movement originates at the shoulder blade. So there's a rotation outward on the arm. Now let's slide the shoulder blade down towards the hip a little bit. Maybe there's a little bit more of an arch here. It is crazy how many different ways our bodies can move. And we take into consideration all the different minute changes that we can facilitate. Now let's begin to roll the shoulder and arm forward. So rolling it in. Now we rotate around the thumb and back. Arm rolls in, pecs are engaged, then I relax. A lot of tension in this area for many reasons, physically and emotionally. Draw the shoulder down towards the hips. How does that change the sensation? What's the same and what's different? Maybe more straight across to the collarbone. We get a little bit more pec minor. Those are in the scalenes, pesky little things. Connecting the neck to the ribs. Now let's slide the arm down to the hip, maybe hike the hip up a little bit, and then relax. Stretch the arms down, lower and middle trapezius. Do that. And let's draw the shoulder up towards the ear. And again, I invite you to, if it's available, lift the ear towards the shoulder, but only if there's no pain. Lift shoulder, maybe the head. And then experiment with different turns of the head. Maybe the chin to the sky. And also with the back of the head drawing towards the shoulder. That really helps get the levator scapulae. Those are the prissy girls, I call them, because they don't like to be shocked. We sleep wrong a little bit and then they just get stuck. So a movement to help release. You can do this one seated too. As you come back to center, just pause. And then let's roll all the way over onto the belly. And as we come onto the belly, you'll take your arms out to the sides with the elbow and shoulders lining up. And you can, if this is uncomfortable, you can take the arms in closer and elbows a little bit further forward. So you just want to be comfortable in how you're positioned. We talked about it last week too. You can also place a blanket under your chest, upper chest, if you feel like your head is getting smushed down into the mat. So let's turn the head to the right, to maybe the temple or the cheek. So with the forearms parallel-ish, elbows are down, I'm going to lift the head and then draw the chin down towards the chest and then slowly turn the head, look to the left elbow and arm. I'm going to lower the head down. Let go of all effort. And then I'm going to lift the head again. Draw the chin down to the chest and then slowly turn and look at my right arm. Lowering down. Let go of all effort. Let's repeat. Lift the head, chest, draw the chin down, turn the head, and lowering down. And let go. Now one more time. Lift the head, chin to the chest, turn back to the right, and lowering down. Now the next one, we are going to incorporate the shoulder a little bit more. So first, begin by lifting up your right elbow. Lift the right elbow so you feel the shoulder blade moving towards the spine. And we're going to give a little push and facilitate looking up, looking over my shoulder. And then I let the head come back down. And I lower the elbow back down. And let go of all effort. So my forearms are still parallel-ish. Elbows are just wherever is comfortable for you to rest here. So let's do that again. Lift the elbow. And then begin to invite lifting of the shoulder and the head, looking over the shoulder. Now let the head come back down. And elbow all the way down. Let everything go. One more time. Elbow first. And then shoulder blade moves towards the spine, helping me lift my head. And turn, look over my shoulder. And I release all the way back down. Head first and elbow. Now let's repeat what we did before to turn the head. Lifting the head, chin towards the chest as I roll my head to the other side. Lowering the head down. Letting go of the effort. Notice, is this side harder to turn the head to? And then we begin lifting the elbow. And then gently begin to lift the head, looking over the shoulder. And head comes back down. Head is down. The elbow floats back down to the floor. Belly breath, buffer breath, and repeat. Lift the elbow. Lift the head, looking over the shoulder, and then slowly lowering down. So we move from a little movement into more integrated head and upper back movement. And we'll do it one more time. Lift the elbow. Lift the head, looking over the shoulder. And releasing down. Everything pulls. And then lift the head up again. So we can take the forearms in palm on palm. One hand on top of the other. Forehead resting on the back of the hands. Tuck the toes under. Walk the toes to the nose. And then inhale, press the heels back. And then lift the head, lift the heart. Lengthen the whole front seam. And relax down. Everything pulls. And let's tuck the toes under again. Creep the toes to the nose. Press the heels back. And again, we lift the head, a heart, and then we invite the belly button up to the heart. And relax down. everything pulls. And then without a lot of fuss, let's roll over onto our back again. Relax your arms, relax your legs. And as you breathe in and out, and you let there be a sense of you being just a hollow bamboo where the prana just flows with ease. Nothing is impeding movement of life force. Breathing, relaxing. Let your body know stillness. Let your body know ease. Speed gets trapped in our bodies, and it contracts us. Now allow your breath to deepen. Bending out knees. Rock the knees from side to side. Eventually find your way over onto one side. Using your arms and hands to press up into a comfortable seated posture. One of the, I can't say greatest, but one powerful way to also help release tension in the neck is singing, humming. So we will close with 3 ohms. Please join me. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you. Namaste.